This is Martin from Secrets. Welcome to a brand new episode of Markets Tomorrow, the daily market analysis show where we look at what happened in the market during the day and then how we can look forward to have a better trade for tomorrow. So it was a bull rally continuation that we saw. Right? Let's analyze and see further on what exactly happened. Right? And as usual, we'll be looking at the analysis for tomorrow. That's January 5th, Wednesday, 2022, and the pre-market analysis will be based on all of these parameters that you see on the left side. It's on the charts, and we would additionally have analysis on all these parameters that you see on the right side. And also we'll wrap up with some action. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share with your friends so that it benefits all of us. Thank you. So this is the chart for today. Alright, wide range bullish, another candle with the gap up, and wide range bullish candle on the Bank Nifty as well. Right. So there is 180 points that is gained, that 1%. Right. Again 1% in Bank Nifty, also 418 points. Wide range bullish candle. Intraday, this was what has happened, right? It gapped up and then gave up, dipped, and then it recovered, and then it was in a 100-point range, and then in the last 1 hour it broke out. Once at 1:45 at the time. And similar action here. It gapped up and then sudden dip happened, some big selling happened, and then it recovered, and then in a 500-point range it moved around up and down volatility, and then last after 1:30, last 2 hours, it had a big breakout recovery. That was the price action. Now Bollinger Bands, what's the change that you see? You can clearly see that it is the volatility is now expanding on the upside on the daily short-term candle. Here downside you see that it's a consolidation or sideways move that is indicated, right? Upside, but volatility seems to be expanding, which is clear bullishness. Bank Nifty, look at that, what happened last 3 days, right? Bollinger Bands have clearly gone sideways in the lower band, and the expansion to the bullish upside is what you're seeing suddenly on the Bank Nifty. So this is not Bank Nifty. Sorry about that. We'll directly look at what exactly is the price action on Bank Nifty. Here, this is exactly what the Bank Nifty action. The picture itself was incorrect, you can say. So let me just pull it out, and so this is the price action on the Bank Nifty that you can see, right? So it is sideways confirmation, and it is sideways confirmation on the lower and the upper bands, right? So basically the Bollinger Bands are indicating that there is sideways movement and volatility, slight expansion started on the upside on the Nifty, and clean sideways on both the lower band and the upper bands on the Bank Nifty, right? Let's move ahead and see what is the support and resistance levels. So right now it's 817, 817, 850, that range. So there's a resistance there. There's a big note, and above that you have 17,950, 18,000 next range. And after that 18,100, 18,200, 18,350, like that resistance was on the upside. Downside, the supports will be 17,500 to 17,600. That's Fibonacci 23 retracement level. That's going to be the first support. And after that you have 17,350 to 17,400, and after that you have 17,200 to 17,300, and below that 17,000. And coming to the Bank Nifty, you currently the resistance of 37,000 nearby, right? That range, and if that resistance taken out, then 37,300 to 37,400 comes, and then after that 37,700 to 37,800, and after that 38,000 kind of range. That's the resistance upside. Downside supports are seen at 36,300 to 36,700, Fibonacci 38 level, and after that, if that is broken, then you have 35,600 to 35,900, and if that is gone, then you come back to 35,000 kind of range, which is Fibonacci 50 retracement level. And then downside you have the previous swing lows of 34,350, 34,750, and then 34,000 kind of levels. So previous swing lows and the supports downside for the Bank Nifty. Momentum You can see that it has crossed to the bullish zones on Nifty, and it is at the edge of getting into the bullish zones on the Bank Nifty. And the bullish reverse divergence yesterday itself it had met the target after it hit the 17600 levels, and Bank Nifty does some more to go till 37 600 kind of range. Once it hits, it clears the previous swing low high, uh, previous swing high, and turns clearly bullish on the price action. Plus, it would also have the momentum in the bullish zones, and plus, it will also meet the target of the bullish reverse divergence that is active on the short term. Medium term sideways momentum is seen in the Nifty and Bank Nifty, right? But yeah, one thing that is not mentioned here is in the medium term on Nifty, you can see that it has basically turned to bullish on the weekly, on the edge of, right. It's 60, almost 60, just on the edge, right. So coming back here, is just to mention that the momentum is bullish on the medium term, also on the case of Nifty, almost just near to 60, and daily short term it's clearly bullish, and similarly Bank Nifty short term is clearly at the edge of getting the bullish zone. So very good momentum. Divergence met the target in one and about to meet the target in the Bank Nifty. Trend indicator, that is where the big change happened today and yesterday. Combined today actually it happened. The trend has reversed to bull zones in Nifty and Bank Nifty on short term, that is daily, and weekly medium term. Both the trend has completely reversed as per the trend indicator ATX. And volatility, if you see, it had dipped 2.54%. The volatility has cooled off further to 16 levels, and implied volatility is 15.84, and then IVP also has reduced to 43. So 18, 15 to 20 is the level, and it's a lower part of the range of the India VIX, right? So volatility has cooled off. When the market is rising up. Open this data is very interesting. This is 7300. That's where Nifty has got the highest put, right? The support is seen highest for the next expiry of January 6th on 17300, and then you have 17600 also. Still not 17800 where the market is there, right? So put writers see that the highest support is little far away from where the market is, and huge writing of put of call is seen at 18,000. That means resistance 18,000 is going to be big resistance for the next expiry. Tomorrow and after, if there is no big move happening, that may get halted at probably 18,000, right? So that's hardly 200 points from here. Now after that, the highest resistance seen is 17,800 as called right, and put coverage is 1.51, and long bid have seen the futures of interest data. Bank Nifty 35,000 and 34,000 has got a highest put ratings. That's a high support. Then 36,000 also has got enough put rating, as you see on the chart on the right side. 37,000 is where the resistance is going. After that, 38,000 also has got huge resistance that is written. These two levels, the greens. Then 1.42 is the put call ratio, which is also bullish, just like 1.51. And Bank Nifty can make mega up moves because it's a short covering that is happening. Because people who are bearish now, before the expiry, they are turning into. So sometimes short covering can be more powerful than the long build up, right? So that is clear bullishness that is what the open interest is saying. Look at the greens here. Lines made big moves, and banks did well. HDFC did well, and Titan also made some big moves. That's what moved the market. Sectoral performance, if you see, it's 0.6% small up move in the IT, and it's already bullish in all the time frames, medium and short term. Stock picks can be done there. Metro's flat, kind of bearish hammer, so sideways momentum is there. Ladder weight, auto flat, sideways momentum, ladder weight. Pharma was bullish on the short term, but today it closed nearly 1% down. So ladder weight for some FMCG is 0.5% up. Momentum is sideways, so ladder weight. Even reality is also closed at 0.5% down. So ladder weight till the momentum catches up on the short term. The institutional data as of yesterday only is available as of now. So nearly 900 crores of FIIs have started buying yesterday, and today also most likely they might have both of them might have definitely bought. It must be green from their side. The second day, the institutions may be buying, right? So which is a very good thing. And the dollar index has been consolidating, but the last 2 days dollar strength is increasing. Today also it's a green, and then here you can see a bounce upwards. That means after settling at 74.3 kind of levels, it has shot up to the green. So that means it has taken the momentum is trying to move up and get. So it's basically the INR is again losing its strength that it gained few days back. No, dollar is strengthening basically. And crude oil is kind of consolidating in that 76 kind of levels since last 2 days, but it is green crude oil, and momentum is kind of a resistance zone that you've seen. If it is breaking out from here, it will be not good for us. Gold, you can see that it has attempted and then got met with the resistance and then fall down big back to the support zone again. So gold has not been performing this entire 2021. After it turned the big breakout in the net 2020, it attempted multiple times, and last week also it attempted and then it failed. So Dow Jones is showing a big move yesterday. As of now, it is not close. Others are all green. As of now, we'll have to check all of these Nasdaq and S&P 500 and the European DAC, CAC and FTSE, all Chinese. All these market details has to be looked at tomorrow along with the SGX to get a clue on how the pre-market opening would be. If there is big moves, then you have to anticipate such moves in our markets also. Actionables to Rampur Chini. It's a sugar stock which is kind of breaking out from previous resistance. Huge volumes, big momentum, and then great trending. Right. Similarly, the other one is L&T Technology Services, which is also momentum high, trend is high, above average, and a channel breakout. Right. Well within the channel, it is breaking out with huge wide range bullish candle. So L&T Technology Services and Barrel Chain both are the picks for the swing trades. Wrap up this order is bullishness in the short term is what my view is. The reason for that is the chart patterns that we have discussed, the support and resistance levels that we saw, and the bullish momentum and the trend crossover has happened to the bullish on both medium term and short term. So all the reasons, and also institutional selling as possible in the last 2 days. So which is these are the clear reasons why there is moderate bullish view that I have. So Nifty in the Bank Nifty bottom made more than 8.5% of reversal has happened from the previous dip, which is very good. And Bank Nifty has joined and gained the momentum, just lagging behind, but has gained the momentum and the trend. Now VIX main reversion could happen because it's at 15-20 range, and then now it is at near to the lower range. So if there has to be some cautious bullish also at this stage because of the bad news that is flying around. So it could be very volatile. Reverses left and right can happen. So it has to be cautious bullishness, not blind. So position sizing has to be accordingly. Long position trade, it may be wise to wait for the Bank Nifty also to take out the previous swing high, right, at 37,600 kind of levels before we go into positional trades in futures or something like that. Option trades with the vertical spreads or counter spreads, since the Vega push advantage may be there. So counter spreads or vertical spreads on the weekly or monthly can be played. So intraday also could work out well with tight stop loss or risk reward strategies, right? So that's a bullish view, moderate kind of bullish view. Despite a lot of negative news that is flying around, that's what the charts and the data says, right? So if this helps you to frame your own view for tomorrow and have frame your trade plan, then consider hitting like button and share it to others, right? We have very few subscriptions and appreciate your help in this regard. Thanks so much. Happy trading, happy learning.